Okay, good evening. Welcome to UltimateProject15. Today I thought I'd make a little video response to a video I saw in Sky Magazine's Dumps today. It's a highlight play the game from the Next Gen Furious game. And it was one of the better examples I've seen of what can go wrong with a deep cut and simultaneously what can go right. And part of it was just it was filmed at a nice angle. Another part is it's filmed on a lined field so you could see all the distances. And I thought it'd be fun to just make a quick video about a teaching video about this video. So first thing you want to do is watch the original video, which I've linked in the first comment under the YouTube video. So take a look at that video first, and then come back to here, and then you'll hopefully have a better view about what I'm talking about here. So the video starts when the play comes in. Next Gen's in a pretty simple vertical stack. Disc is here. It's about on the roughly the 20-yard line. Next Gen's going this way. There's one of their players just off screen. You can't quite see him, but you can see the defender, and they got 6 people in the stack. And the way the play is going to work is person I've labeled number 1 is going to go over here, person I've labeled number 2 is going to go over here, and number 3 is going to cut deep. So it's actually a pretty standard play that you'll see used all the time. And I want to take a look at what went right and what went wrong. So play comes in perfectly normal. And let me draw the positions of these 4 players in particular, 1, 2, 3, and 4, after the receiver gets the first pass. And that first pass comes out over here. So let me redraw from that position. Okay, so this shows the approximate position of the players after the pass is caught. I'm only drawing the O players. This was the person who was labeled number 1. He was the guy in the back of the stack who came in to get the disc over here. This is person number 2. This was person number 3. He was in the third one in on the stack and is busting deep. And this is person number 4 from the original drawing. So what can we say about this position? One thing that's really nice is because this field is they're playing on a football field, you can see that he's 45 yards from the end zone. And the cutter here, number 3, who he's throwing to, is 25 yards downfield. And the problem arises because that guy's just too far downfield. Even though this play got set up and he was not at the back of the stack, he's busting long a little too soon and is just not in a good position to catch the throw. Even though the throw isn't that bad, it goes out to space. He's so far downfield, he ends up having to wait 2 or 3 seconds downfield with his defender. And so that becomes a problem. And well, so how are you going to correct that? One way you could try to correct it is just by gunning the throw down. So just whipping it down there, but that's going to be a much more risky throw and going to be a little difficult. I don't think the throw itself is that bad. I think the cutter is just out of position. And you can see that a cut from a better position would have scored with much less problem because number 4 is the guy who actually catches this for a goal. So what I'd love to see here is number 3 to not go. Number 3 back in the beginning to go in and have the cut come from much closer into the disc. It's something that people talk about all the time. Deep cuts can't come from deep. And this shows it about as well as you're ever going to see it, because you have the deep cut coming from a pretty deep position. I mean, he's only 20 yards away from the end zone when this throw goes up, if you watch the film. And someone who's much closer to half field, he's between 30 and 35 yards away, just has a much better run at the disc. I'd even like a cut coming from this position of number 2 better than where number 3 was, because he has much more room to come deep. Anyway, I think this play of the game is a great example. Something really worth studying and worth looking at, so you can see how a cut that was too deep ends up having to wait even for a nice throw. And simultaneously, you can see someone who's really close to the disc. I mean, he's only 10 yards, maybe 15, but between 10 and 15 yards downfield from the disc, and 10 yards closer to the disc than the guy who's being thrown to, has a much better opportunity, and in fact makes a great catch and sweet play and deserved clip of the day from that game. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed Ultimate Project 15.